Welcome back to the Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast. Sam Hain, Salwin. I got it wrong the first time, mate. It's been a while. It's been a while since I got it wrong, but I did get it wrong. But Salwin, and we're near the end of Salwin. We got 1 week left to go after this week. Of course, I'm joined by my illustrious NWA co-host, Miss Fiona Lockwood. Evening, feet.
Good evening. You all right? I'm
Oh
so
yeah,
cold. I've been outside at work for half the day in the cold and the rain, so I'm still trying
still
to heat
shivering.
up. Yeah.
Well, this brings me to a great point because do you like your energy drinks?
You know that I am, and am I allowed to say what brand?
No, I would rather you didn't. I know the
I I I'm a white can girl.
well, in the Turnbuckle podcast is now a partnering with your taste buds' favorite energy drink, DUBBY. If you go on to the website and you type in HTT Buckle at the checkout, you will get 10% off your order.
Then I will have to check it out.
You will. The link will be in our YouTube and it'll be everywhere else. It's actually on our socials right now. So go and check that out, anybody. Get yourself some DUBBY. They've got some flavors, sweet and sour, tiger's blood flavor, s'mores flavor energy drink as well. So there you
S'mores flavor energy
go.
drink? That's interesting.
There we go.
I'm
Right.
more scared of that than the tiger's blood one, to be honest with you.
And you can have chef's choice as well. So plenty of opportunity there. But look, enough of that. We're going to get to Selwyn in a second, but we have some contract news. And to the surprise of absolutely nobody, Aron Stevens has re-signed with the NWA fee.
Yeah, I'm really, really glad, to be honest with you. We all know that Aaron is a character, but
Mm.
also an incredible, incredible wrestling mind. And I think a lot of the improvements and the storylines and various bits and pieces, I don't know for definite, but I'd say a lot of it's down to him, particularly with the development of the kind of younger talent.
Mm.
I know he's taken quite a few of the younger team on board and kind of helped them and develop their characters and their presence and their mic work and things like that. So I am not even remotely surprised, and I'm really, really glad to hear that because I think he would be very much missed.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a massive boost for the NWA. Everything that he does, what we don't see a lot of it as also we see it on camera, of course. Manager of champions. We'll get into a bit more of that in a bit more detail shortly. But in terms of everything he does, whether it's backstage, whether it's nurturing, how many territory talents have we been to that say the name Aaron Stevens
Yeah.
when we talk to him? That proves what a vital figure he is. So it's really happy to see that he is re-signed with the NWA. On to Aaron and one of his stable mates, shall we say, that being Slade. Junior Heavyweight Championship kicked off Power. When I say the words AlexTaylor and Spencer Slade, there isn't anything else you need to say, really, is there?
And absolutely, like two incredible athletes, two incredible wrestlers. I didn't realize, I hadn't actually figured until they mentioned it in commentary how long Alex had had that belt for.
Long time.
It was like, what was it, June? June 24? So like a good 18 months. So that's a long reign.
It is, but I tell you what, these two. I mean, you made a good point before we went on air, and I know you got a gripe, so we'll get it out of the way now. We watched Exodus Pro New Game at the weekend, and it kind of, and we did mention this actually on the show when we done it, that we did wonder why AT didn't bring the championship with him to New Game, and it was abundantly clear why this week Fee on Power.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, that's just giving the result away for
Yeah.
everybody. But obviously we now know why he was not there. He is no longer the champion, basically,
Nope.
bottom line. Um, it just really frustrates me that I have to learn that from another promotion, so to speak,
Yeah.
because NWA are so, so far behind in their tapings. Now we're looking at what this was October. Was it
Yeah.
October, November?
Something like that.
Beginning of November?
Mm.
So you're talking 2 months down the line, which is a long time in wrestling because championships can change really, really quickly and
Yeah.
on a spin, really. So yeah, I think for the people that follow NWA that might have been at Exodus Pro as well, it might have been a bummer for them if they didn't know. So It's a shame their tapings aren't more up to date
Yeah, it is.
to stop the spoilers like that happening.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't announce it obviously at New Game, but when you're a champion, you don't come with your championship.
You kind of know that something's up.
Yeah, I mean, Phil Billy defended the championship there, hit the NWA championship there, so we kind of knew, and obviously his match is next week. But the bottom line is when they didn't announce, to be honest, when they didn't announce it for the junior heavyweight championship, it may have. So we really should have thought about it then, really. If now coming to think
Well,
about it, and we're
that's
talking about
it.
it.
Even without it being a title match, if he had the belt, the champion generally tends to still come out with it, but it's a
Mhm.
non-title match.
Yeah.
So it was a little disappointing to see Exodus Pro and see him without the belt and be like, okay, he's lost it. When, to who,
Mm.
whatever. So the one thing I will give NWA is they don't give out spoilers
No.
other than those ones. And there's not a lot. The NWA fans are very good at not putting spoilers out either. I
Yeah.
feel
Hmm.
they're very people
True.
who have been at the live events, or maybe it's because I deliberately don't look for them.
Mm.
But I think the NW fans are very good at keeping what happened to the show to themselves, which is great for me and you and other people who
Yeah.
are getting to see it a couple of months down the line. But yeah, that's always been a bugbear, I think.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, I mean, look, yeah, you're right. You have to really search for him if you want to see him. You have the spoilers, so they do a good job of that. What we can't take away though, and what we won't take away is it's about fucking time for Spencer Slade in the NWA to get his flowers and in the sense of a world championship.
This was an incredible match.
Oh, it was amazing.
Incredible match. And I'm delighted for Slade. Yeah, a good win for him and the start of bigger things to come, I believe.
Oh yeah, I mean he's been a walking championship ever since he's been there, hasn't he? Let's be
Yeah.
real. It's a matter of time. I mean, the way he counted the green whistle into the ankle lock at the end.
Oh, that was so good, so
Uh,
good. And that was with it. That was obviously the dirty tactics from Alex and with his boot off and stuff.
yeah,
That obviously quite clearly backfired on him.
yeah, it did, and obviously nicked his headgear as well during this, which is
Cheeky.
very cheeky indeed. But Spencer Slade is indeed the new junior heavyweight champion, and good luck to whoever tries to take it from him, because that we were saying about Alex Taylor's reign. I don't know if Spencer Slade's reign may be a bit longer.
Yeah, I am struggling right now to think of somebody who could come along and take that. Maybe someone like, I don't know, recently signed Smooth.
Well, yeah, was gonna get to that. Can you go for the junior heavyweight championship? Is there a weight class to this or anything like that? I don't know. I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
I wasn't sure either, to be fair. I just not a disrespect. I mean, Spencer Slade's built quite big, but I think he's billed at like 230. I think I don't know that factually, but I wasn't
I don't
sure
know
if
what Smooth weighs in at. I'm not
oh, he's
sure.
got to be 250-ish at least.
I don't know. I would not like to comment on that just
It's
in
a bit
case I
like one
get
of those
more
things that you
people.
don't you don't ask a woman their age and you don't ask a wrestler how much they weigh. And it's right. It is what it is. But anyway, Bryan Idol was next. He was talking about how he's going to go all night long against Rich Swann, which was the main event. And then the Good Brothers were back as they want to give the injection some good brotherness. It may mean that they're here for a while, which is a good thing for the
I'm
NW.
excited to see a little bit more of them. But we
Mm.
also obviously had mid junior heavyweight championship match. We had the Silas promo on Tom.
Yes, of course.
Again, Silas taking it down a little bit of a notch, not quite as shouty, not quite as in your face, but very, very intense right up at the camera. I really liked his promo as well. And obviously we also had the promo, the little shot with Markova and Idol as well, which
Mm.
has planted a couple little seeds of doubt in I wonder,
Interesting.
it's
Well,
planted something in my thoughts with the two of
well,
them.
well,
So,
next week, obviously, Markova will take on Shotzi.
yeah.
Win for the Burke, which will be an incredible contest. I'm wondering about Idol Markova myself and how long
Yeah,
that's.
just the whole we need to continue to listen to each other. And Brian was quite adamant about that. And Markova was just like, mm-hmm. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Mm.
interesting. Could there be
Interesting.
a little bit of friction on the cards?
Who knows? We will wait and see. But it was now time for the vacant NWA Women's Tag Team Championships between TV's most attractive TVMA, Tiffany Evers, Valentina Rossi, Miss Star, and now the monster that is Greta joining them at ringside. And they were going against basically one of our most favorite tag teams in the women's division, that being the Hex. The
Absolutely. Marty Bell and Alison Kay. I love them so much.
they're fantastic. Obviously, Marty Bell, the Exodus Pro Women's Champion as well.
Indeed.
I don't think that's Midwest. I mean, they'll probably correct me if
No,
I'm wrong.
it is not.
Fans loved the Hex, by the way. Well, big welcome back chant at the start of this. I tell you,
Absolutely. It was good to see them back in an NWA ring, that's for sure.
yeah, it really, really was. I mean, Marty Bell and Nieves start, but it just quickly escalated into utter chaos, didn't it? This one. It
It
didn't
really
take long.
did.
It really didn't take long. But we mentioned Miss Star and Greta at ringside as well, and obviously during this match they were making their presence well and truly felt. Um,
Absolutely, absolutely. And ultimately, it was Miss Star and Alison Kay having a little back and forth that lost the Hex the championship.
Indeed, it was indeed, and there we go. So now we know it's back to Tiffy two belts or two belt Tiffy, whatever you want to call her. Her and Valentina Rossi are now, I suppose, well, they're two-time now. I would
Good
suppose
time, yeah.
two-time Tiffy.
I like them as a tag team as well, though.
Yeah, I really, yeah, they got like there's something about them, isn't there? I mean, obviously
Yeah,
TVMA in general, but there's something about them too that work really, really well together as a
yeah,
team.
definitely.
Shame for the Hex. I would have liked to have, had
I
them.
know.
But what we did forget to mention at the end of this match, Greta certainly makes her presence felt in this.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be on the receiving end of that. That was a couple of huge choke slams.
Huge being the operative word. I mean, Greta stands at around 6 foot plus. Do you know what I really would love? And we're not going to see it, but I would love for Camille to come back and get in there with Greta. I think
Oh, could you imagine?
that would be something really special.
That would be something.
It would be. And just a quick one, just a quick subject change. And someone I would like to see in the NWA it could well happen now because it was announced yesterday that Tommaso Ciampa is leaving the WWE after a decade,
I must have missed that. Wow, okay.
and I would love to see him lock it up in the NWA.
Who would you have him up against?
Oh, just because we'd love to see.
Everybody.
Well, no, well, yeah, but more importantly, just because we'd love to see him get his ass handed to him, Carson Drake.
I love that.
I could just
Yes.
just imagine Champa's music hitting in the middle. But no, I mean, Champa, I think, hit the glass ceiling in the WWE because there's certain wrestlers that will always get Z far or never get, and not because they're not good enough, but they just,
Yeah,
the narrative's there in the WWE. I think if comes to the Power Station, there's going to be a lot of matches there. Him and the Thrill Billy would be great. Him and Latimer would be really, really good.
yeah.
AT, you could reel off pretty much anyone on that roster that he could face, and it would be an incredible contest. So, Billy, you know what to
Interesting
do.
concept.
Pick up your cellular device and give Ciampa a call. And we would love to see him on the at the Power Station or an event or a signature live event, wherever. But anyway, I digress because the Immortals are on our screen, and although I'm suffering a little bit from that dreaded disease called man flu. I'm going to give it a go. Oh,
Oh,
thank you.
there you
They
go.
next week they defend the championships against BFT, minus of course Aron Stevens.
We haven't seen BFT in so long. Like,
Since
so,
Aaron
so
turned on
long.
him, right?
Yeah, and that's been
Got to
a
have been, right?
while.
It's got to have been that long. Has to have been. But
Yeah, pretty much.
it's going to be great next week. That's going to be a slapper, isn't it? And that one's just going to be four guys slapping the shit out of each other, which is what we tend to like out of the men in
Yep.
that
My
division.
kind of
So
wrestling.
your kind of wrestling, definitely. Um, Colby Carino was next on our screen.
Oh, I didn't know he was there actually, so I got a wee smile on my face when I saw him come out.
Neck brace in all, and he was going to give his latest prognosis to everybody, but the climax put a stop to that. That being Kerry Morton, Boo Kerry.
Boo, Kerry.
Boo Kerry. And, he did say, he did, well, he initially said to fans to applaud Carino,
Yeah,
but
you know that
then
was tongue in cheek and a
it
backhanded compliment, though. He's
very
such a
much.
dick.
And then nobody then cares about, uh, nobody cares about Colby Carino. To which he got kicked in his little Mortons
He did indeed.
by
And that
Colby
neck brace
Carino.
came off.
And the neck brace, yes, as you mention it, is off. So Colby Carino is definitely on the road to recovery. He's not cleared yet, but I've got a feeling it is not going to be long before Colby is
And
back.
that Kerry's going to be his first victim. How scared did Kerry look outside the ring? I laughed. He looked like a little
Yeah.
boy going, oh shit, what have I done?
A little boy. There you go, Kerry. You are a little boy.
I'm a
No,
little
that was
I'll
filmed in
be older than
October.
him.
So yeah, that was filmed in October. So what? It's been another 3 months since. Colby is well. Obviously, we don't know how far he is
Hopefully
away.
soon. They are taping in February, so you never know.
Oh, yeah, they are. We'll see that in June. So it would be well, no, maybe later, maybe earlier. Sorry, than that. I was being sarcastic with that. But yeah, it's great to see Colby though back. The neck brace off, which was the big thing, and hopefully not too. Did they tape since? Did they do a tape in? They've done a
They
tape.
have done a taping. They have done taping since. They were in
So,
Tampa before Christmas.
okay, good. So we're probably going to get some more from Colby Carino on that
Yeah, I think they
note.
were in Tampa on the 13th of December or thereabouts.
Okay, perfect. So that gives Colby, another couple of tape-ins anyway to see if we
Yeah,
get some more from him. Well, hopefully that we do because it's real good to see him back in the
well
NWA.
and truly. Well and
We
truly.
we need him back, but Bryan Idol and Rich Swann. Oh, well,
Well, can we
Latimer.
just go to the other promo as well
Yeah,
first before we get to
go.
that?
Go.
With Aaron and his stable of
Oh, of
champions.
course, the stable of champions and Carson Drake.
And Carson Drake, which is the funniest shit ever. So Aaron and his beautiful stables. He's got the slime balls with the US Tag Championships. He has Slade now with the Junior Heavyweight Championship. He has Mondo with the National Championship.
Hmm.
And then he has LJ, who doesn't talk and
Oh,
doesn't really count at the moment. And
yes.
then Carson with nothing, which makes me think Carson might end up with something soon.
What though? What's left? Is the tag championships. They are not beating the Immortals. No
There's only
chance.
one that he can go for, but I can't see him beating Thrillbilly for it.
And I
So
can't see him beating Slade either.
no, because I don't think Aaron.
Ah,
Well, I don't know though. They could go up against each other. I think as long as the belt's still in the
well, the winner of the match that we're going to talk about,
the TV championship. Yeah.
the TV title. But yes, it was funny to see that little stable there of
All
everyone
this gold, and then
in
Carson's
Carson.
smiling his stupid smile with the most punchable face in wrestling. J-Rock, that was my line. Um,
Hang on, that was my line. So
it was our line.
our line. Let's have it. Let's get
Without
this
a
out.
championship, he must be feeling a little bit inadequate right now.
Well, the fact that the Slime Balls have got a championship and he hasn't, it pretty much sets a tone, really, doesn't it? No disrespect to Tommy and Sage, of course.
No, but Aaron has certainly built a formidable team around him.
Yeah, he has. What a great
That's
and
a lot of gold.
a lot of gold, and Aaron will like that with his $10,000 Bernardo's suit that he has. But no, he will. I mean, he has built a stable of champions for sure. I agree, though. I don't think it'll be long before Carson does win the gold. It will just be what that gold is. Will be.
Yep.
But I've got a feeling that the next match will would be kind of where I would put him next anyway. Next in line, perhaps for. Latimer also had a little promo for his match against Thrillbilly next week. I still don't think that's happening. I still don't think that's happening. Don't know why. I just
Okay.
got a feeling this Matt Cardona
Something's gonna
stuff
go awry.
Something's happening with Matt Cardona. Something's happened with Matt. Something's happening with Matt Cardona. I don't know what, but something's gonna happen with Matt Cardona next week.
You've
We'll
only got
see.
another week to wait.
We've only got another week to wait. You're absolutely right. Now we can get on. Oh, Tiffany Nieves had another weird skit with Vic and the rest of TVMA in a bedroom, and yeah, I'm not quite sure
So
where.
I just have to interject for people listening or watching right now. So I only got to see Power today, and I had to pause it to go and run and take my son to his training, because I hadn't been able to watch it with my VPN the last couple of days, and I have come home to watch the last match, and it's not playing ball again. So I have not seen this match, so I cannot comment on this.
You can't. In my opinion, though, Bryan Idol's best match that I've seen in the NWA. Look, like I said, I've not seen Bryan in the ring as much maybe as you have, Fee, or maybe as much as people listening on. But for me, this match with Bryan Idol and Rich Swann was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I was a bit kind of wary at first as to why this would be main eventing. No time limit actually as well. Bryan didn't want a time limit on this match, which was good. Yeah, I was quite surprised because just because I would have thought Slade and AT may have main evented. But yeah, this was fantastic. Rich Swann, I mean, I watched his match
He's
with
so good.
sometimes you forget. I know sometimes we say this a lot, especially when they're in tag teams, that you forget how good they are. But funnily enough, I saw him at the weekend against AJ Francis, and he basically pulled AJ. I mean, not saying AJ Francis is no good, but Rich Swann pulled him through what was an incredible match in TNA, and this was just brilliant. This was like a lot of experience in this match as well with Bryan
Yeah.
and Rich, and
And weirdly, kind of face for the NWA for this one.
yeah, quite. I mean,
Because
quite weird.
Brian's very over.
Mm,
Brian's very much loved and well thought of in Florida. It's
mm,
his home state, obviously.
yeah.
It's where his school is, it's where FTW is.
Mm.
So a little bit of an unusual aspect, I think, to see two faces go against each other like that.
Yeah, definitely so. And there was so many good moments, corkscrew, moonsault in there. There was a lot of good action in this match. There's a lot of good action in Power. Really, Samhain's been,
It's been
really
top
up there.
notch. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, next week should just be as good, really, if you think about it, what we got on coming on next week. But Phoenix, Rich Swann does attempt the Phoenix splash, and he misses the mark of it, and Idol then capitalizes and hits the kill switch for the win. Now I can't remember, but he is, I think, one victory away from Lucky Seven.
Ooh, that was going to be my next question, actually. What's he at? Okay, I'm
I
going to
think
have to
that was
look into
five. I
that.
want to say five or six.
Interesting.
5 or 6. So that means that title could be vacated, and that's where. Wouldn't it be funny if LJ won it instead of Carson?
Oh, I'd love that so much.
Carson will have.
I would, LG, please do that. Please, please, please. Just make that would like make I was going to say make my year. That's maybe a massive, that would make my winter
Make her
or
win.
my spring.
Do that. Please make sure you win the championship, Lockjaw. That would be
And then maybe Aaron will just kick Carson to the curb.
maybe you see Carson Drake to you is to Maya is what I am to AJ Kazana. Or the Kazanas, right? So you've got your enemy there in Carson. I got mine in the Kazanas, all three of them. By the way. Although I do have a pretty good friend now in the NWA, pretty strong friend in the
Yes,
NWA,
you
that
do.
being Mr. Big Strong Mims. And that's because I managed to help Mims get some about 6 bookings with a good friend of mine, Chris at CCP Podcasting, who runs his own promotion in the States. And Mims was looking for a booking. I pointed him in the direction, and now Big Strong Mims is going to be gracing his presence over at SoCal. I think it's called SoCal Wrestling. I think it's called so. Brilliant.
Nice.
Excellent stuff. Speaking of stuff we got coming up, Fee, what is going on with you?
I have a show this weekend, which is exciting. I'm not emceeing though. I am just there
We're going to
to
be
provide.
competing.
No, I'm not wrestling, trust me, man, I would die. I am just there to provide my most excellent tech and stage setup abilities for Valor at Grand Ole
Oh,
Opry.
good.
So I'm very, very excited.
Love Valor.
Valor is it's going to be a good one. Valor is always a good one, and the Grand Ole Opry is just an incredible venue. So the crowd always come in hot for this. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. So that'll be good. And then next weekend, I am with WCL in Grangemouth next Saturday. So some stuff to look forward to. And then we've got Nash and RVD coming up with Inside the Ropes in February, and a few other bits and pieces as well. So. January's a quiet month for me, and I don't like January's for the lack of wrestling, but it's a good month for me to actually spend some weekends at home, I guess. So,
with the
with
cat, with the
the
cat,
cat.
with the cat.
Oh, he's
Right.
here. I'm like, where is he?
It's right to your left-hand side there. Right, okay. Brace yourself, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot coming up on this channel. On Sunday, I'll be recording with a team at bodyslam.net. We're going to be covering this week in wrestling. They're going to be doing their Royal Rumble predictions. In the booth on Monday night, I'm going to be doing 2 episodes of Independent Showcase. One with American star Danny Limelight, and the second one with the man who's just been announced for the breakout division at Ignite. That is a Rebellion's Ryan Curran, who I've had my run-ins with already in the past in other shows. On Tuesday, Fee, we're back with me and you and Crazy Steve from the.
That'll be fun.
We're going to be talking all things NWA, TNA as well, and what he's up to at the minute. Some breaking news: he is no longer with the NWA. That's what I can tell you. Crazy Steve's run is over in the NWA, but he's doing some exciting things outside at the moment of wrestling. Well, within wrestling. So we get to talk about that, NWA and TNA as well with Crazy Steve. And then on Wednesday, we've got a double helping. Hopefully, we'll be doing Power, but we're also going to be interviewing Handsome Harley. Just can't wait for that one. I know you're going to be so excited about that. It's going to be, uh,
No, I don't mean that. I'm sure he's lovely, but I just can't get over
yeah.
the Austin
I'll be,
Idol
I'll
player
be
thing,
honest.
and I want to cut his hair. So
Wow, give it to me. He's actually quite. He seems quite a nice chap, to be fair. I will say
I
that.
know it'll be fun to talk to him.
Yeah, who also kind of potentially on Sunday as well. Former WWE NXT Tag Team Champion and TNA star Big Con from the Ascension will be joining me. And then this time next week, I'll be sitting down with Lil Mars, who's back over in the country. She's going to be at Slam Masters, much like the Gallus boys will be there at Slam Masters in Cardiff in a couple of weeks' time. That is pretty much it in terms of
Busy,
what's coming up.
busy.
Busy, busy. We're going to be seeing quite a lot of each other next week. We've got 2 or 3 shows we've got to record.
Lucky you.
Pleasure is all yours, Fee. Obviously, one last time, do not forget to go on to DUBBY, get yourself some energy, get your taste buds favorite energy drink, and put in HTT buckle at the checkout for 10% off Fee. I may be able to get you something a bit more than that on the checkout, so I'll talk to you in a minute.
We can talk
But
about
anyway,
it.
we're going to be doing a lot of things next week, but shall we come back for NWA final part Samhain next week?
Absolutely.
We're going to be here. Make sure you're here too, and follow us at HTT Buckle on pretty much everything. Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast on about one part of social media, HTT Buckle on all the rest. And until next time, everybody, buckle down, stay safe, and goodbye.